Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a HAG build video. Kind of. This is going to be a little bit different because, as you can see from the title, I ran into a cheater. And, well, I thought I wasn't going to upload this, so I didn't really say anything. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about the build, per usual, and I'm going to add commentary in a different way because I want to talk about a few things that happens in this game and what this means overall. First, let's talk about what the build is. You see, it all starts with HAG's very own Hex Third Seal, in which hitting people will apply blindness to them as long as that hex is up. Sloppy Butcher to inflict hemorrhage and mangled on people that we hit. Bloody Echo to double down on hemorrhage for if we ever need that because of something, but also exhaustion on everybody that is injured when we hook somebody, and hysteria to make everyone oblivious that is injured once it can trigger. So that's what we're doing here, and it's actually a pretty fun build. You'll find that people will be terribly confused, can't really run away, which is something that really helps when you are chase hag. That is something that you don't ever want to be, and people are just going to be oblivious to your presence. So the build at its core has been pretty fun to run. But let's talk about a few things. I thought I was going to take this build and I was actually going to record a different one. But stars aligned and told me I should really talk about this one because when I recorded the other HAG one, some reason it didn't record, I didn't hit record, whatever, and I just seems to not be able to record the other one without something going wrong. So here we are with this, in which I started to realize a few things that told me why I was getting signs to upload this one. First, HAG has been changed. In this lobby, you will see that people have flashlights, but it's no longer HAG's weakness. You see, you used to have to really run Franklin's just to play HAG because flashlights would get rid of her traps willy-nilly. But now, no. It's much different. People have to crouch and then disarm, much like a trapper trap. For HAG's traps. But why is that so significant in this game here? Well, a few things. If you have somebody that's going max speed around the map, yeah, they can trigger all of your traps, but they can't use that flashlight to disarm them anymore. Which means that HAG is kind of one of the few bad guys that are a perfect counter to cheaters. Somebody's going super fast and they can't disarm and they just have nothing to do but trigger your traps. You get to do this thing and teleport and probably get a hit in if they aren't paying the close enough attention. Which, as you can see from, this is the worst cheater I think I've ever went against. And not because they were the most egregious, no, because they are terrible at the video game and you can see why they need cheats to win. Also, the other thing that HAG does differently as to why you might be wondering, so what does HAG do that can beat cheaters? You put it in the title, possibly, I don't know, future monster might change it. But what's different? Why HAG? Well, HAG, if you trigger the traps, you as a survivor, if you've ever played on that side against HAG, know that your camera gets pulled to where the trap is. So that'll throw off timings just a little bit and slow down the person so you can get little cheeky little hits in and proceed to play the game as normal around the map if you so please. As you can see what I do here. For the most part of this game I will be ignoring the cheater because I didn't really care. Like as you can tell from my tone in this video, I don't find it funny and I don't really find it annoying either. It's over. I am past the age of 12. It's not really that funny, and it's not really that aggravating at the same time because I just don't care that much about DbD. Surprise, surprise. The person that uploads a lot of DbD content doesn't care that much about just a video game. So, you open a can of worms with that where it's just like, well, if you don't care, why do you care that other people are cheating? Well, here's another thing that I wanted to talk about with this video. I think this is an interesting thing, because I'm not going to say it's good. And it is bad, but I wonder why. There's also a tinfoil hat moment coming on, so brace yourselves. The first thing is, or one of the first things is, the fact that I haven't seen an egregious cheater like this in quite some time. So is that mean that people care about DbD again? There's an uptick in cheaters that are spending money to cheat in a game that they spent money on. Mean that more people are playing and caring about the game again after the rough period that we had with not great updates, or rather chapters, and people not being happy with the chapters themselves? I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I think that might mean people aren't bleeding out of this game like everybody tries to make it seem. Yes, the game is kind of in a still point because there's nothing new. Things got nerfed, but like I've talked about in previous videos, there's nothing really new. I'm not doing anything different. Yes, I've made some different builds, and yes, I now have videos, and will continue to be making videos about things that work in this current meta. Because, yeah, that's kind of new, but at the same time, most of the things I'm doing are just old tricks that finally don't get completely screwed over by E. So, does that mean that we're in a state where people are coming back? I don't knock anybody for leaving any video games if they're no longer having fun with it, but I do want to open up the floor to maybe give it some time. I think we're all looking forward to the anniversary chapter, or hoping for the anniversary chapter. I know there's a lot of speculations on what it could be, but I just want something new. I like that I don't have to wait 10 minutes before swinging anymore, but at the same time, I would like more perks that do more things. Regardless of how it turns out, that's what I'm always looking forward to in a new chapter. And then, taking it to the tinfoil hat moment, does behavior actually care about the cheaters? Because if my theory is true, in which people spending money on a game to spend money on a game means that people are playing, is that good for behavior in the long run? You see, if more people are, oh, well, I'm tired of the cheaters, so I'm gonna become a cheater, does that mean that there's more people playing than people leaving at a disproportionate rate? I don't want to encourage playing through periods where there's a lot of cheaters or issues like that, but I do wonder if that's what it looks like from a metrics point of view. If that's why we haven't gotten rid of easy anti-cheat. I'm sorry, this is the one, like, probably slander I'll put on my channel for, well, I mean, I've made movie reviews, but company-wise or product-wise, I hate seeing easy anti-cheat being the anti-cheat software on any game. As always, the games that, in my experience, have had the worst cheater problems. Apex is another example of that. I hate seeing that logo. That means that that's what's going on there. Probably. Possibly. Hypothesis. Either way, back to the tinfoil hat moment. Then you have the people that are just never going to stop playing this game. The people with dedicated Twitter profiles and banners and fan cams of Moris and so on and so forth. This game has a very dedicated fan base that doesn't touch grass sometimes or play any other game. But, you know, if you have people that are dedicated to this game, and then you have people that are kind of dedicated, but now they can just fly around the map, and then other people that just are new to the game, doesn't matter in the end. So that's why I want to know if maybe behavior hasn't been even stricter on cheating because of that. But that's the tinfoil hat moment. And finally, I want to reel this all back into who's on the screen. HAG. I think new HAG so far has been treating me pretty nicely. And with the new change, I don't think I would have been able to still win this game. Yeah, I think it's funny that a very minor change to allow a character to be playable has allowed me to win the unwinnable. So yeah, tell me your thoughts. I always want to know. And yep, if you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.